Hello, welcome back. Today I thought we'd do some more cards in this tray here. I did them before and unfortunately the video didn't upload, so I thought we'd have another go today. I've only made two. This is the first one that I made and this is the second one, and I thought we need to build it up a bit more. I'm going to stick with this paper here because it's nice, it's thick and it works with the inserts. Those noises in the background of the pup. Did we do, I think we just cut this in half, didn't we? So it won't be quite as meh. Put that one there and that one there. I think we'll just cut them in half because that's a nice size to sit in there, isn't it? And I thought we would use the paper book again because I do like it and I've only used it once or twice, so I thought we would go through. This here was this one, that's where that one sat. These are larger inserts. This I think we can definitely do something with. Let's see what else we've got. I don't have mice, that's her toy. Let's see. I quite like this one here. Let's take that up. Does that cut down the middle? It doesn't, does it? Let me just turn this light on and see if that makes any difference. The sun's in and out again. Bear with me. Hopefully that's made a difference. I forgot to put the light on and the sun is doing what it does in December. Okay, I only actually want this bit, so let's cut that. And let's put these to the side so I can rest my, hopefully remember to rest my scissors on there because they do clang, don't they, when I put them down on the video. There we go. We'll take all those side bits off as well. That's where one of the inserts was stuck. That's pretty, isn't it? Might be able to make something up out of that. I've been looking at, oh, I love that. I've been looking at other, that's nice. I've been looking at other paper books, but I'm yet to dive in because this was such a good deal and I've only used it once, so I don't need any more. I was sorting through my 12 by 12s. Sorry, she's just having a drink. I was sorting through my 12 by 12s yesterday. I've got so many. Again, I've got them as deals, not I don't tend to buy them unless I get them as deals these days. And sorry, the pup is doing what the pup does. Yeah, I don't tend to buy stuff unless I get it in a deal because why would you really? So I'm hoping I might get some good stuff in the January sales, which tend to start on Christmas Day now, don't they? But who wants to be online on Christmas Day buying stuff? Don't think the pink's gonna work. I like it on the yellow, so go with the yellow for that one. And then let's get some bits around it as well. Let's get the cutter. Let's cut this down. I've got the trimmer on hooks, which is fine until you want to try and take it off and then it doesn't want to come off. How long is this? It is 18.5. So what's that? 9.25. About there, I think. Perfect. I had a good old tidy up before everyone came around for Christmas. So if it takes me longer to find things, it's because I've tidied up. I'm sure we all know what that's like. Now, these are quite good because they've got glasses as well. But how would that work? I quite like that as well. Let's see. Let's see what else we can find. I like the bigger circles, but I don't know if she matches any of them. It's definitely got the same colour there. What we want is a smaller circle really, isn't it, to go in the eyes. Quite like that. I'm not sure what my fussy cutting is like for circles. Let's put that there as a reminder. I quite like that. It's nice to be working on something that's not got a lot of glare on it. I used washi tape to cover the top of my stamping platform because the glare on the other video was ridiculous, and the exposure. I tried to get rid of reduce the exposure. That, I promise you, that's the dog. I tried to reduce the exposure on the video, and it just wouldn't allow me to. It exported it without the reduction, but wouldn't export it after I'd reduced it. Don't know why. Do not know why. These are smaller than those. Yeah, aren't they? But still too big. Bear with me. Sorry. As soon as I do anything, the pup starts to misbehave. It's quite annoying. Right, so we've got a piece there. We've got the other circle we quite like. Does she need to be all the? Do we need all of that? If we reduce that, we've got a bigger space to work on there. What is she looking into the distance thinking about? I like that. That's nice, isn't it? We need to do something with that. Right. Let's see if we can find a cutout of a small man for her to be thinking of off in the distance. Not men. Let's have a look. Quite like the thought of using this. That looks good, doesn't it? Like that. Alright, I'll have a bit of that on there. I can't remember if I finished telling you about the stamping mat before she was a cheeky monkey. I've put washi tape over it so you can't see the glare because it's very annoying, isn't it? It annoys me when I do the editing. Sorry, you can't see what I'm shuffling through here. Just to see if I've got, there's a little doodad I did. Just to see if I've got any retro men but they all appear to be retro ladies. So they're no good for this card, but we might use them later. And I think all the others are steampunky that I have. So we're not going to have a man, but I quite like what this is looking like. Let's have a look back here. So we were going to put one of these in the background, weren't we? But that might be too much. This might be all we need. What do we think? What do we think? I'm just doubting my cutting skills here. So we've got circles here, circles here, circles here, and circles here. I just feel like it needs something else there. And once I find it, I'm just going to plonk it on. Right, that's not part of those stickers. Did we have any other stickers here? We had squares, didn't we? We don't want a square sticker. Do we have this? Do we have that? Because that black and white kind of goes with that, but then is that too much black and white? Oh, the decisions. Right, I'm just going to go with this. Am I? No, because there's no blue in there, is there? She's got shades on there. Is that a man? Does that look like a man? Alright, well, we've got that now. Oh, that's not sticky at all, is it? That's a bit poor. Is that because of the texture of the card? I'm impressed with that. Alright, let's put some sticky. Let's put some glue on it. I think we're done with that book for now. Right, let's put some glue on it. That might be the texture of the card that's doing that. I hope so, because I won't be happy if not. Look, I think it's the texture of the card. Let's say it's the texture of the card. Might have to use some red liner tape. I've got that one there, but I've already got one open. Right. Oh, I'm all kerfuffled today. Sorry, people. So let's unstick this. And let's move to red liner tape, because that might be the only thing that saves this today. Right, let me take the back off. We know I can never get the back off anything. Sorry if I've just cut. It's because I can't take backing tape off for love nor money. And it's quite a time-consuming thing. So I may well have cut then. And we've got the other plastic, right, let's get rid of those. And then we want this on the background. We need to get rid of the bubbles around the edge. I quite like that. Were we going to chop her a bit? Could do, couldn't we? Right. There we go. Make her a bit smaller so you get some more of that yellow. And then I think we'll stick that background down before I cut the edges off. I quite like that. I feel like it needs something black in the background, but I don't know what. Right, while my brain's whirling, let's get rid of some of this stuff here. I don't need to do the top because that's being cut off. Is everyone ready for Christmas? I think I can take the bottom off as well. Is everyone ready? Are we prepared? I am out Christmas Eve. I'm taking myself out of the house for a nice change. But so I need to get everything ready before. So I'm kind of ahead of the game, which is nice, and which is why I've got time to craft. I'm not in work. Today's the Monday before Christmas, and of Christmas week, and I decided to book the days off work so that I get a nice 2-week break, which I'm looking forward to. Has anyone else been able to do that? I know we're not all as fortunate. My place just shuts, you see, so that's why I've been able to do it. I've been able to get 2 weeks off by only taking 2 days holiday, which is nice. But yeah, is anyone else taking time off? By the time this video goes up, it may well all be over, because I've got one coming out tomorrow, already scheduled. So yeah, this may all be irrelevant chitter chatter. I've been looking at, my brain is in overload. All the crafty things that I want to do, but because I'm quite a slow crafter, everything's taken longer than I would like to get completed. So I've started my crochet bag and I am not enjoying it at all, I can assure you. There's lots of, well, it's using a cord material for the crochet, and it's got lots of front post and back post stitches, and it's just hard work and I'm not enjoying it. And I've got at least another 2 weeks worth of front and back post stitching, and I've read forward in the pattern and it's not very well explained, and it's like, well, do I continue, don't I continue? I'm yet to decide, but we'll see. So I've got that going on in my brain, and then I've got lots of other projects that I want to crack on with, but I don't like to start a billion of them all at once, you know. I'd rather just get one done, stick to it and finish it. But golly, this bag, I don't know if I'm going to finish it. It's not relaxing in the slightest. And crafting is supposed to be relaxing, isn't it? But I don't want to have spent the money on this pattern and on the materials. Sorry, just unplugging my headphones that have charged. And the materials just for them to go to waste. So it might be something that, I mean, my cross stitch took me 4.5 years because it was just there in the back. Mind you, that did weigh on my brain, but it was just there in the background to pick up as and when. And I think that might have to be the case with this bag. You can sound hear how exasperated I am with it. But, yeah, we'll see. All right, I've got to try and get this right first time, because this red liner tape is not forgiving, is it? Quite like that. I still feel like there should have been something in the background. Oh golly, I had the rub-ons, didn't I? That could have worked. Perhaps I just, yeah, I've got a pencil. Perhaps I just put some crosses in the background. No, it's not really hitting the mark, is it? Oh well. Anyway, I've also sat here with all this washi tape. Let's have a look. What would that look like? Not very good, I don't think. Let's have a try. clean that up a bit. No. Right, let's leave it. It doesn't have to be done and dusted right now, does it? But thus far, apart from the pencil, I like it. I don't want to, if I grab that pencil out, I don't know if the rubber is going to be good enough to... It takes it back a bit, doesn't it? It's also getting rid of some of that colour. It does look better though, so that's good. Right, shall we see if we can get this lady to the side here on a card? I don't know if you saw my eyes, but she's out of the same book. So it's just a fashion book, and I've just taken out. It's second hand. I didn't buy it new specifically to do crafting with. I do buy second hand books for crafting purposes. So she looks good in there. Perhaps a date. Perhaps the date. Shall I actually use that date stamp I said that I was going to use? Perhaps that would help. Okay. I think I've done it right. I am going to do a test page. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? But I got a scrap piece of paper anyway. Here we go. 22nd of December 2025. Lovely. And we might be able to get a second. Well, let's do that. Lovely. Let's do that. Oh, golly me. Oh, can you believe that? Right. How am I going to make it so that I remember? Have I? There we go. Hopefully I'll remember. But let's be honest, there's no guarantee. Right, so that's that. So let's see if we can get this lady on half. Is she going to be too big for a half? No. Do we want that colour? A bit of red. Mind you, that purple kind of, that works with that, doesn't it? That looks good. That looks very good. Two different looks, aren't they? Right. We're going to go with one of those, I think. Or we're going to go gothy. No, we're going to go red, I think. Red. Decision made. Now, what are we going to put in the background? We need to cut her in half. And this. And this we go for taller. Let's do that, and then we can cut her from there, can't we? took Little Un for a very long walk today, so she is nice and thirsty. She's being a good girl, having a drink. And obviously she now wants to go in the garden. So I am going to stick this on the back, and I will come back after I have let little lady do what she needs to do. And I have taken off this red liner tape so you don't have to sit and watch me struggle. I really should keep them all as out cut, shouldn't I? And then all being well next year, I can do an end of year thing. Right, I've taken Little Un out, and I was thinking, before I stick the image down, I want stuff on the back, but I don't know, given that we've had issues with sticking anything to here, I don't know if the rub-ons will work, but we'll give it a go. And I've also got out, this is going to be crinkly, so I apologise, some brads and ephemera and stuff that could go in the background of some of this stuff. So I quite like these. So if the rub-ons don't work, we have a backup plan. So let's have a look and see what it is that we want to do. I think we'll try the rub-ons. I like this one here, but I don't want to waste it if it's not going to work. Equally, we could have this line down the side here, couldn't we? And I need to remember it's going to be cut off. Let me work out the maximum amount that we can have so that I'm not going to put stuff down that then gets cut off. Saving myself from myself there. Right, let's give this a go. Let's do it there. That's fine. And do we want it that tall? How tall's the other one? If we do it about that tall. Gosh, that was loud, sorry. Right, if I've cut, it's because when I shut the cutter, it was extremely loud. Yeah, oh, see, I'm glad I did that. Right, so, in which case, we're only going to want a little amount, aren't we? Let's see if this actually goes on, because it may well not. It's on. I think that's what we can say for that. It's on. And it does give a bit of something in the background, doesn't it? But because of the card, obviously it's not ideal. So now let's see. See, I think that's all she needs. It gives the nod, kind of a nod to a bit of a punkish element, doesn't it? But without overkill. It's so perfect on her own. I don't think she needs anything, does she? Right, let's stick her down. Okay. Let me try and get that. There's the base of that's there. Right, we can do the edges in a minute. Make sure I haven't got any stickiness on these scissors because they are lovely scissors. Right, well they were anyway. Let me get a little bit of tape in there, do you think? No. I like that. Considering she was going to go on a 12 by 12 spread, I think she works well on there. Now, how am I going to stamp it? Perhaps that's what can go in there. Let's hope I put the arrow on the right way, eh? There you go. Yeah, I think that's all she needs. I don't think she needs sparkly red earring or anything. Yep, all done. Move that out of the way because I've got about the glare. Excellent. Right, 2 down. Let's see if we can get any more done. I don't want to make this video too long because my videos always seem to be so long, don't they? I do have some All in Create backing papers, but what you're sat on is currently being held up by the box, so we'll have to skip that for now and perhaps do that in a different video. Let's see if we've got any papers here that make sticking easier. Oh, it's such a lovely colour, isn't it? Do I take one of these boxes? So this is kind of the biggest that we could go. We've got enough to do both, haven't we? Let's go back to the smaller size and we'll use the back of this, the colour on the back. I'm going to move that stamp because I've got a cream carpet and we don't want that going off the back. There. I was looking at the, not to buy, but I was watching a program that had the my brain today, the spritz spray inks on, and I was like, oh, because of my carpet, I don't think that would be a very good idea at all. I just want a blank. Let me get out of, where did I put them? They were there, weren't they? Where did I put them? Here. Here we go. That was designed to go in there. Let's take that out. And let's put that on there. And then we can trim that down. And it's got a good backing. Right. Okay, so that's on. I will trim around. Now I cut every time I'm taking the backing off, as I said earlier, because I just can't do it. It doesn't matter what product it is. I have no ability, and it, you know. So if I keep cutting, that is why. And you know, there's only so much fast forwarding you want to see, because I never know how triggering the music is. Like sometimes it can sound nice, but sometimes it's too much, isn't it, in a crafty video? That's not a smooth cut, was it? Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so who are we going to put on here? Let's go back to the book. This will be the last one to do today. Just like I say, because I want to keep the video shorter. I like that colour on there. And I don't have a circle punch. I was surprised that the colour matched there, but of course this background colour comes from here anyway, doesn't it? Would that look nice down the side? Put that there. Like that. I do want this in there. I want that in there. I'm just going to have to try and cut a circle. Okay. Let's see if we can get round. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Bit flat on the bottom. I don't want this bit on here. Take that off. Take these bobbles off. They weren't coming off, so just chop that off. So that'll be there. That'll be there. And where does this get set? Does it need to go under there a bit? Okay, sorry about that. Right, I like that on there. all together on there. I feel like the circle needs to go under the tape. Does the tape go on top of there? Or does that go on top of there? I think that goes on top of there. I'll put that down there. And this isn't the other card, is it? So we can just stick this with this here. There we go. Put that down there. A bit more around the edge. I'm going to put, because that's thicker, I'm going to put that down with the liner tape. So we'll stick this down here. And then we will get this and stick that there. Do we like that one? What I actually like is this image here. I don't really like these stickers. I like this image here. But I don't, that's where the other thing was. I don't know if they've got that small enough here. So yeah, see, she's not. Sometimes they have doubles though, don't they? Add stuff for the sake of it, because something will come up, won't it, at some point. Now I don't want to use the back of those TVs because I love that print. Oh, look at that. Is that what comes up out of nowhere? That was from one of the first 12x12s. Alright, let's put that on there. What are the chances of that just falling out? Should that align? Sorry, I know the light is appalling. It's the wrong colours to go with that. Right, I think that is going to be it for today. I'm just looking in some other boxes I've got here. But I do think that is it for today. So let me put a stamp on that. This is all about practicing and learning. So things will get better as I grow. Right. Well, in order... Oh, let me finish the card off, shall I? So what have we done today? On this card it needs something. This card, which I think just works, and this card, which looking back at it, apart from the faux pas there, I blooming love. So yeah, my little collection is growing slowly but surely. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Enjoy Christmas.